It's interesting you bring that up because there's another thing that was going around online about the Hardys, and the Hardys actually worked one of the AEW Dark tapings, and they were shown on AEW Dark. And a lot of fans were like, "Hey, the Hardys shouldn't be on AEW Dark. Like that's the show for the internet for like the lesser known people." I mean, this is what they were saying, But I mean, I don't know. And I saw Paul White worked an episode of Dark recently. People were interested by that. I mean, do you think that that's a demotion? I mean, because AEW is a little bit different how they do things.
Hell yeah, it's a demotion. I know that's going to get picked up.
Sure.
but hell yeah, it's a demotion. I got some people around there working at the Thug Mansion and right here near my office, so if you hear some banging. No, man. Damn it, I'm not working on Dark. Okay? You want me? You don't want that? Of course, yes. For me, working on Dark, which is a show that's only on the internet, should be for the young guys coming up. I didn't come from the big show, no pun intended. Which I'm talking about WWE. I didn't come from WWE to come to AEW to work Dark. I don't even know what Dark is, and I don't know who's on it. I don't know when it's aired or anything like that. So for me to be on Dark would make me feel a certain way. Me personally, okay, yeah, it would.
Well, I mean, even the show name Dark, it comes from what? Like the dark matches, the matches that aren't televised, but they're taping them anyway. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it comes from. And then there's Dark and Dark Elevation. Now, Matt Hardy came out on Twitter and said, "Hey, Tony asked us to work it. We didn't mind doing it." Right. Now somebody else chimed in and replied to Matt and said, "Yeah, but there was all this smoke for Jeff from WWE when he would work main event tapings, and then he works a Dark taping and nobody says anything." So I mean, there was a back and forth about it. But do you think that them saying that it's okay? I mean, they seem to be fine with it. I mean, what do you think?
You know what? The boss come to me. Let me redo this for a second. If Vince came to me and said, "Hey, Book, I need you to work a Velocity show for me. We need to bump the ratings up on that show. We need some star power on it. Think you can do it?" What do you think I'm going to say?
Yeah,
I'm going to say yeah. But my boss, he respected me enough not to put me on those shows. He respected me enough as far as to keep my star power at a certain position. So he kept me, working around the main event guys. If I wasn't with the main event guys, I was somewhere doing something. Or if I wasn't working with the main event guys and I didn't have anything, just say for instance, that was interesting for the show, I wouldn't be on it.
Right.
And that right there for me, I didn't take that as a knock, me not being on the show. So yeah, I've been at WrestleMania. And wasn't on WrestleMania, but they put me in the Battle Royal. Let me win the Battle Royal. And I'm like, did I actually really need that? Not really, but to get the extra check. All right, that's cool. Yeah, no, I'm serious. You know what I mean? So I looked at it a little differently than.
Can you dig it, sucker?